Lord bless Africa, Nkosi sikeleli Africa. May her glory be lifted high. Maluphakamiswe uphondo lwayo. Hear our prayers. Izwa imithandazo yethu. Lord bless us, your children. Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo. Lord, we ask you to protect our nation. Morena boloka setjhaba sa heso. Intervene and end all conflicts. O fedise dintwa le matshwenyeho. Protect us. O se boloke. Protect our nation. O se boloke setjhaba sa heso. Protect South Africa. South Africa, from the blue of our skies, from the depths of our seas, over our everlasting mountains, where the echoing cracks resound. Sound the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and enjoy freedom in the universe, our home. I greet you in the name of the Lord, and ask that you remain blessed. Advocate Titus, Madoda. I'm sorry, Madoda being it the name and Titus the surname. I ask you to consider the reality of a person that you are engaged with in this particular matter, and I shall just only give you a glance. I will email you this document for your own perusal in due course after payment of my salary. I'm just only wanting to show you its reality. This is from school, Cape Peninsula University of Technology. That is my student number, SV Mangolele, and then in that particular post box office, this is my results at school. And I want you to look at mathematics. There is mathematics, module A. There, mathematics module A 94%, and mathematics 1 module B 88%. Mathematics 2 is 85%, and then mathematics 3 it's 86%. This takes into account also strategic management 4 at the master's level, and project research at master's level, project accounting 4 at master's level, entrepreneurship 4, and then project management process 4, and then project resources, project quality, operational research, and project management. There are other subjects that one has passed. Currently, I'm unable to complete my master's in project management as a result of what is currently happening in my life. In the DOD, I was awarded the student of the course award to myself when we were doing project management of the DOD in terms of acquisition. It's project officer's course. I graduated in terms of section 54 of the Defense Act and went to Naval Staff College and did my junior staff and Warfare course. I am qualified in that regard. I have a degree Baccalaureus Technologiae in Project Management. That is me, Sylvester Mangolele. This was in December 2011. So you would understand how much that degree has amplified to this particular point in time. Occupational health and safety and environment primary skills program I have done, a certificate of competence of it. I have done an advanced health and safety training program as a occupational health and safety services at on board the SAS Protea, where I have actually initiated the practice of occupational health and safety in the South African Navy. I am a driven person, driven by statute and driven by a resolve to a better life. National safety training course where you look at all these labor legislations, occupational safety, occupational health and hygiene, environmental awareness, principles of successful self-ship learning, and with all those other things that one has achieved. It is not a lie. This is a diploma in electrical engineering. I am an engineer. You must understand that particular reality since 2006, the 1st of December. People may lie to you, and this Harbour Watch keeping certificate was given to me on 12th of November 2006, after I have joined on the 2nd of August, or the 6th of August, on board the vessel. And immediately you achieved successfully a Harbour Watch keeping certificate as an ensign on board, has successfully proved himself in all respect competent to take charge as officer of the day in harbour. And the officer commanding, Captain Blake, did that. I mean Captain Blaine. At Naval College there, this is to satisfy that I have successfully completed the military training for officers part 1, 702 MTO 1A 2003, and this is basically your deed of commission. The Section 54 training that has been achieved in 2003. Everything that one has done in 2003 at Gordons Bay is summarized in this particular document. Everything. People ask you, where's your deed of commission? Fire prevention and firefighting. I have done all those things. Maritime first aid level 1 and level 2 I have done on my own, and then I've been found competent also as an NBC team, nuclear biological chemical defense team member on board South African naval vessels. I went to college at Temba College, now Orbit campus, or then where I've achieved my N5, and then come to this particular reality where one has got an N4 and an N5 national certificate in electrical engineering, and my senior certificate I have done all of my subjects in higher grade. You must understand to be true that I am indeed educated. It is not a doubt. I am indeed the South African National Defence Force. Don't confuse me being humble with me not having the ability to kill, to save your life and that of your children. My primary defense mechanism is to kill. I don't negotiate. That is why Advocate Titus Madoda, when you sit and you look at the matter, you say, yay, this person is eating the whole elephant. He's not eating it piece by piece, and then other people would refer to it. No, you must eat the thing piece by piece. Listen, I am the South African National Defence Force. I serve and defend my country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law. As security of the Republic, when I see a problem in the Republic, I have to look at it, calculate it, apply all the rules of addition, all the rules of subtraction, all the rules of division, all the rules of multiplication, all the BODMAS rules, all the rules of trigonometry, all the rules of integration, everything all at once. And I must look at the situation calmly. In looking at the situation calmly, you would understand it to be true that I have to solve for that X. What is X here? And simply put, X is that people are just simply deserting their duties. They have deserted them. And desertion in law as a member of Defence Force is equals to imprisonment to 20 years while you are in service. And while you are outside service, it's 10 years. That is why in a state of emergency, in terms of the table of non-derogable rights, the factor of forced labor is not enshrined in the table of non-derogable rights, because soldiers can be forced to labor at any given time. That is why you've got a Department of Military, of Defense, and military veterans. The military veterans, like Rear Admiral Mphafi, for example, Rear Admiral Hicks, and then any other Rear Admiral who is currently alive in retirement, can be called to come and serve in times of needs like these ones. Our country needs to be free of corruption. Our country needs to develop. Corruption is a virus against development. The antivirus to that virus is the Constitution and the law. The spirit, purport, and the objects of the Bill of Rights, as in section 39, which guides you to interpret legislation. It obligates you to promote the values, the rules and principles in the Constitution. When I tell you that I have been arrested and it was a soldier and a police service acting together to arrest me, and I tell you that is in terms of section 2012A of the Constitution, go read it. And you will find that it is only the president who may authorize employment of the defense in cooperation with the police service. Listen, being calm does not mean being stupid. Don't confuse the two. When I am calm in this time, it does not mean that I'm not angry. It does not mean that I do not have children and mouths to feed. I do. I am being calm for you to be able to understand what I am saying to you, such that even when you sleep and when you're trying to look for an excuse, like General Solishoke did look for an excuse when he was called as Chief of the Defense Force to come and account in terms of Section 14 of the Defense Act before the court of a senior military judge. He just blew, boom, 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 boom. I stop his salary, I confuse him, and then while he's busy looking for his salary, I'll be telling people that, hey, look at that one, he's crazy, he doesn't know, and then I will scare the people here, no witnesses for Mangolele, no witnesses for Mangolele, judge, you work for me, I'm the chief of the defense force, I know that I must uphold the constitution, but Mangolele, that one, he's calling me, he's asking me, what kind of a boss are you who does not do his job? He's asking me that. What kind of a subordinate is that one? Who asks a boss who's not doing his job, he's not doing his job. So, when I tell you that is what had happened, it's exactly what had happened. Go ask Colonel Rian Combrink. You are representing the president. Don't undermine yourself, Advocate Madoda, Titus. You are representing the number one citizen in this matter. You are the person sitting opposing. You are opposing the prayers for the national anthem to change its terms from let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land, to let us live and enjoy freedom in the universe, our home. You are opposing that. Why are you opposing it, Advocate Madoda? Are you not a father? Or simply you are listening to instruction of a white man by the name of Captain Peters at Navy HQ telling you, no, oppose this nonsense. Me as a white man, I'm not going to have a black man living and enjoying freedom in the universal home. As a white man, I want black people to live and struggle or attempt for freedom in South Africa, their land. Because when you sit and look at the national anthem, the Ngunis are saying, Nkosi sikelela I Africa. The Ngunis are praying for Africa because they understand that they are in the roots of Africa. If they are cleansed, if they are nourished as the tip of the African tree, country or the continent, if you can refer to it. You understand, we are the roots here in South Africa. We need to nourish ourselves. I'm not digressing from what I'm saying. I'm just only explaining to you what I'm saying. The tip, Nkosi Sikelela, Africa. Because we feed Africa. We feed it. We feed it. We feed it. We are the roots. The roots are the ones that feeds the tree. That's why we pray Nkosi Sikeleli Africa. If you did not know that, advocate Titus Madoda. Madoda Titus, today you do. And the Basutos, they came bare Morena Boluka Sechaba Sahesu. The Afrikaners, they came, they said, aid the blow van onze helemaal out of the blue of our skies, aid the diepte van ons see, out of the depths of our seas, over our everlasting mountains where the echoing cracks resound. And you know what the white man did, the Englishman? He say, that's where you sound the call to come together, and united we shall stand. And when we stand, we're going to make these people to live and struggle, attempt, try, or go all out for freedom in South Africa, their land. They will not get freedom. Take it simple. When you pray to God and say, God, I pray to live and strive to get out of my car. Are you aware that you are not going to get out of your car when God answers your prayer? You will try to get out of the car, but you're never going to get out of the car. You will try to get out of the... Trying to get out of the car and getting out of the car is two different things. When you say, let me live and try for freedom, let me live and attempt for freedom, that means I will not get freedom. Advocate Titus Madoda, take this video, show it to the incumbent 5th President Cyril Ramaphosa and tell him that I am saying when I say he must step down and come out of my office. I am the 6th President of the Democratic Republic of South Africa. I am not elected as he was elected by approximately 11 million people. When you look at the statistics of the 26 or 28 million people that have voted, this is the reality of the fact that I have South Africa on my shoulders, and that South Africa is 60 million people. And in any event, the people that have voted versus the people that did not vote, you can't start doing the mathematics there when you understand mathematics as I understand mathematics. I am extremely good in mathematics. I am extremely good in rules. I understand the rules. When I say the rules of court, I understand the rules of court. I understand the rules of court. It is not a lie. And you have seen it yourself. Your first impression of my document when you have read it in January when we first met was, it was hard work. What is driving that? But you saw, gentlemen, I am like that. I kill people for a living. I order people to go kill people. I send people to their deaths at times. I am a commander. I defend the country and its people. And I respect all people. I do not command respect. No, I don't command respect. I have respect. I do not humble myself before you out of fear. No. I don't fear anyone. When you understand how a dancer moves, it moves with strength and with accuracy at all times. That's how we were trained as officers in the Navy. We must take care of men out at sea where there's no mama, there's no papa, but it is just you and the blue sea. And everything that you have learned and everything that you know and everything that you must practice. Now, when I am told, defend the Constitution, Madala, when the Constitution says in terms of Section 28.2 that a child's best interests are of paramount importance, in every matter concerning the child, I must hold that to be true. I cannot derogate from that. When the Constitution imposes an obligation that constitutional obligations must be performed diligently and without delay as contemplated in terms of Section 237 of the Constitution, I must hold that to be true. And when I look at you as a representative of the President, through which he has adopted the Constitution as the supreme law in order to heal and lay a foundation and then make better life for all, as in the preamble of the Constitution, you would understand that in terms of Section 83B, he must, or you, when I advocate Madoda, Titus, must uphold. You must uphold. You must uphold. Do you see this woman here on this thing? Do you see this lady there? She's upholding. And she's defending with a sword. Do you see that? That's the president. Are you understanding that? Defending that with a sword. Upholding what? The scales of justice. Don't tip with these scales. These scales are equal. They are holding everybody equal. Do not tip with them. Look at that. Look at that. This thing is not in that screen for fun. It's in that screen for illustration, for everybody to understand that the terms that are in this video, they represent South Africa, they represent peace, they represent justice, and they represent the upholding of that particular justice, the defense of that justice, and the respect of it. Because the respect is pure. When I respect this thing, it doesn't matter who says what. But when I hear labor, I go, okay, labor, Section 23, everyone. And then I uphold that. Everyone has a right to fair labor practice. I am the president. And anybody who wants to do that, I cut them off with a sword. Because sword represent words and thoughts. Words and thoughts. Go Google it, Advocate Titus. You will understand it to be true that words and thoughts are two different things. I have told you, pay my salary. But your thoughts said, hey, what. And any words and thoughts that are inconsistent with the Constitution and the law, any words and thoughts, law or conduct inconsistent with the Constitution and the law, I cut it with that sword. Do you understand? I have a country and its people to lead. I have the 6th Parliament to dissolve. It is not a lie what I've written. I was not dreaming when I was writing that. I took time. Many people, including my girlfriend, will tell you how many nights, sleepless nights I've had. How many times did I had to fight with my girlfriend coming at my place to say, hey, Emara, when I think you are doing other things, and while other things that I'm doing is only one. Writing that record before you. You understand? And I went out and interviewed people, and then had discussions, and then had other research, and we read many judgments and many other things, and to a point where I would even bring you to the simple reality of this particular book. You see, this particular book, Long Walk to Freedom. You see, this one, Long Walk to Freedom. You understand? At page 437, I think, if I'm not wrong. 37. Is it 37 or 36 or something like that? 433. No way. Where the judge president of for 37, I think. Let me trust me for 37. And then this is 447, man. Yeah, it is page 447. You see that? Page 447. I'm going to read you this part here, where he talks about that deputy judge president. I will read it to you. Divert paused for a moment, as if to catch his breath. His voice, which was muted before, was now barely audible. The function of this court, as is the function of the court in any other country, is to enforce law and order, and to enforce the laws of the state within which it functions. The crime of which the accused have been convicted, that is the main crime, the crime of conspiracy, is in essence one of high treason. The state has decided not to charge the crime in this form. Bearing this in mind, and giving the matter very serious consideration, I have decided not to impose the supreme penalty, which in a case like this would usually be the proper penalty for the crime, but consistent with my duty, that is the only leniency which I can show. The sentence in the case of all accused will be one of life imprisonment. Do you understand? When you look at section 4 of Act number 13 of 2013, you would understand that the incumbent president, Cyril Ramaphosa, must go to jail for life, and his entire administration. That is the application of law. There's leniency, because, well, the matter before you is that of high treason, crimes against the state and the administration of justice. Is that not what you are seeing here? It must be, as an erudite person would understand the terms before them to be true, that Mangolele is not playing here, and I am not playing in that regard. I want you to understand the truth of this particular matter in its sensitivity. I want you to understand the reality that I am a father who must be with his children. My son is turning 18 now on Monday. I have asked you first thing when I came in office on Monday morning, because the whole weekend, Advocate Titus Madoda, I could not sleep. And when that reality comes to pass, you would understand it to be true that for you to keep on following what Captain Peterse is saying, and many others are saying when they say, Sylvester, the reason for discharge of Mangolele is Section 105, as we have written on the PESOL system. You have a duty as a representative to go and advise your principals. What are the explicit meaning and application of those statutory terms relative to my current aggravating reality? I am passionate about what I do because I do it. Well, I'm not one of those people who go to work. Yes, boss. Yes. Salary. Yeah. Okay. No. I'm not those. I'm one of those people who go to work and look at the reality, look at the mandate, and look at the applicable policies and applicable legislatures and applicable obligations imposed in terms of the Constitution to achieve what needs to be achieved. Maybe yes, when the Chief Justice denied me entry at his office at Midrand, and then by saying that I'm dangerous by simply not doing anything, maybe he was correct. He is correct. I am dangerous. It's not a lie. And my danger is not a normal danger that people are accustomed to. I am king of the universe. It is not a lie. I understand my calling, and it's a higher calling, which obligates me to be consistent and to be humble and to be true to all people. When I have to uphold the law, and anybody, regardless of their sex, creed, or gender, it doesn't matter who they are, I must treat them equally, because everyone is equal before what I uphold. And anything that is not there, that is not consistent with what I uphold, must be cut off without fear, favor, or prejudice. Because when I have blocked my eyes like that, it was without fear. I don't fear you. What can I fear that I don't see? Can you fear what you don't see? What favor can you give to what you don't see? What prejudice can you give to what you don't see? Other than to be the person who, in terms of Section 83B of the Constitution, must uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution as the supreme law of the Republic in everything that it does. I am not begging the President to pardon me. I'm not begging him to do so. He's constitutionally obligated to do so. I'm not begging people to pay my salary. They are constitutionally obligated to do so. That is why I had not to include many attorneys or any other attorney in this matter, because they would not understand it. All that they would understand is Mangolele, they kicked you out, and then you must agree that they kicked you out, and then you must argue as such. I don't argue as a person who's discharged in the defense force. I argue as a person who is currently without salary for the past 37 months. Look at everything that I have written to you. And I keep on saying that anyone who says I am discharged, they must tell you which prison held me for 5 years since 8 August 2018. Which court convicted me? Who was the advocate in there? And what was my defense in the matter as the accused? Where is the record of that particular conviction? Where is it? It's not there, and it does not matter. You see, what doesn't matter is, it does not matter how long you want to extend this. Mangolele, we are not going to hear him. Hey, we are Mangolele, we are not going to hear him. We are not going to. We know what Mangolele is saying, but we are not going to hear him. Why? Because we support criminal activity, corruption, and misconduct. We see that Mangolele's children are suffering. They are suffering because of Samuel Hlongwane, who is the incumbent chief of the Navy as a vice admiral. And then he is the stupid person who did that. I'm not saying Samuel Hlongwane is clever. He's very stupid. He's idiot. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a criminal who deserves to rot in jail for the rest of his life with half of his pension in my own pocket. I'm not lying to you. And I'm being lenient in that. I'm not taking him to say, go live on the streets. No. He will eat in jail. You understand? I have made sure that I will improve the issues or the conditions for him in jail. I have been in jail simply because Vice Admiral Samuel Hlongwane and General Soli Shoke have done what they have done. So, but we must deal with them in accordance with the Constitution and the law. I just only gave you the end of it. And that will be the end of it. Even if I die tomorrow, my will be such that before I am buried, they must pay their half of their pension. So don't worry about those particular things. I understand exactly what I am doing. I have told you that when it comes to education, I am educated. You understand? I am very, 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 very educated. It is not a lie. And you see this document. It's 911 pages. I wrote this document in a space of a month. Without sleeping, without eating. And it was for 29 June. This was to the Judge President of the High Court of South Africa, Western Cape Division, the Honorable Mr. Justice Hlophe, urgent request for a full bench to grant protection order against harassment. I did that since the Bill of Rights is in the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa enshrines the right of all people. Hlophe said, Mangolele, go to hell, go suffer. I support criminal activity. You are not going to tell me this. You are a black man who cannot tell me this. You are not educated. We as black men are dumb. We are here to work for the white man called Captain Pieterse. Captain Pieterse said, what? Captain Pieterse even has the chief of the Navy by his balls. And now, because he has him by his balls, they keep on doing what Captain Peter is wanting, actually. You understand? He's saying, no, I'm a white man. Do you think I love a black man called Mangolele? No. That black man wants to save the Navy hundreds of millions. And I want this money to go where it must go. Don't play with me here. He wants to save the defense force, billions, that guy. Don't play with us here. We white people, we are here to make you live and struggle for freedom. Don't forget that one. So we quickly forget in sucking for peace. And look at Deputy Judge President Goliath. I have written to her one too many times asking for a full bench. I'm getting the same thing that I have got in 2019. And then I said her or the JP, and neither of them responded to me, "You have seen that, Advocate Madoda." And then as the advocate representing the President of the Republic of South Africa, who is leading even your own children, are you saying that this is right? Are you going to sleep to bed and then are you enjoying your salary, looking at this wrong and calling it right? Where is your conscience? Where are you? As I would ask, because I am made of the image of God. And I ask that in terms of chapter 3 verse 9 of Genesis. Where are you, Advocate Madoda, Titus? Why is my salary not paid? After I have asked you so nicely, tell the truth on my name, have my salary paid. Tell the truth on my name, have my salary paid. I will email you this document. It's 911 pages. In that month, I did not sleep. I only slept 2-3 hours every day writing this document. It is clear. It is on point. It was like a man possessed. I look at other theses. It's like it's a thesis. This one is not a thesis. Yeah, this document, it made me do things. And Mama Wa Aluta would sit and say, "Hey, Kiri, yesh, my country and its people, I have a covenant with God as Adam to take care of the garden. My garden is the country and its people." And when I tell you that, you think I'm crazy. You follow people saying, "Oh, hey, look, shame, bamutima salary. Hey, you know, you are laughing when I'm being publicly lynched. You are laughing when I'm being publicly humiliated. You are laughing when, and then you are growing that thing that, no, man. No, we don't want to deal with you, Mangolel. We don't want to enjoy freedom in our land. We don't want to enjoy freedom. Yo, we want to struggle for it. We want to strive for it like our mother did. When now you are coming to us with change. You are coming with a paradigm shift to us. You call yourself a millionaire or a billionaire. Who are you to be a millionaire or a billionaire? Who's Mark Zuckerberg? To lose 7 billion in few hours. I charge you 2 billion rand a day. And I know the Universal Declaration of Human Rights far much more than maybe the Mark Zuckerberg knows. You understand? And we are equal. I'm not stupid. I don't look down on myself. No. No, that's why I want an executive range of Lexus at state expense while you are busy fixing my Lexus to come back. I drive a Lexus. I don't drive any other car. It is true. You don't believe it is true. The last car I drove, it's my car. You want to see the papers of it? I will show you. You have them, in fact. I drive a Lexus. It's an executive range. It talks to me, that car. We talk in that car. Hey, 22 degrees. Setting temperature to 22 degrees. Next track. We will give you the next track. Change disc. Changing to next disc. You say FM radio. Which FM radio? What? Okay, we'll play FM radio now. We want the DVD. We do play DVD. Okay, now. You want to call Nico, we call Nico. You want to call Baby, we call Baby. You want to call Mama, we call Mama. Everything you talk in that car, it is very, 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 very comfortable. I'm not lying to you. The Japanese there have outdone themselves. My friends would say, "Hey, he comes to Cubana." There is driving. That car requires 3 million to come back. It's not a lie. And the state must pay that particular 3 million. We must come to terms. I will show you all the quotations in that particular regard. You will have them. Right now, we are just only talking fundamental things. The millions and billions and dollars and other things that you will pay are summarized in this particular document. And I would ask you, Advocate Titus Madoda, to ensure that I get home this weekend. Please. Pay for my transport, pay for my driver. I am an officer. I get shepherded, you understand, by any other duty driver anywhere in the Republic. It is like that. And I hold true the reality of our country and its people with respect, because I respect everybody. I hold true the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law. I need to be at home. I need to see my grandmother. I cannot see my grandmother without my salary paid. And then I cannot continue to be asking people for their hard-earned money. Please, Advocate Titus Madoda, do your job. I have done mine. I have written. If you want me to write another application, you know it. You will get it within minutes. Somebody that any other advocate cannot do. At my level. And when I say my level, is that level that is currently practicing right now without having gone to your 7 years level of learning to do what I am doing right now. I grasp concepts easily. I understand things easily. Simply put, a genius. When I put an effort into something, these hands produce gold and miracles. I am like that. That's why my name is Sylvester. You Google Sylvester. What is the meaning of Sylvester? You understand, and you would get to the issue that I'm trying to Google for you here. What is the meaning of Sylvester? I'm just wanting to show you. We'll be together in this one. Now, let's find it out together. What is the meaning of Sylvester? Ooh, Sylvester is the name derived from the Latin adjectives meaning wooded or wild, which derives from the noun woodland. That is what they say. English name. Hey. You see, there is another one. There is another one that I want to show you. What does does name Sylvester mean? You are spiritually intense and can sting or charm. Full stop. Your name brings love and new starts into life and attracts money. In business, you are the creator and promoter of original ideas and usually enjoy considerable financial success. You are inventive, intuitive, and extremely methodical. Since your will is so strong, you are hard to convince. You also dislike advice. You love beauty and philosophy, and you desire achievement. You have a strong need for freedom, physical, mental, and spiritual. Ay, 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 ay. And then it is true. There's no need to ask you true or false now. Papa O Teng. So, and I like and share. Let me do this copy post. And while we are at it, let us just do this. And then to this, and then you will see it there. So, the reality of this thing is when you go deeper into the name of Sylvester, you would find that Sylvester is actually the one. And when you go deeper into this particular meaning and origin, you will understand it to be something that is generally strong. And I am like that. Gurban, I am me, you understand, and I cannot run away from me. When I understand Madala, I cannot run away from that either. It is true. Madala, it means Madala. It means a very old person. And to be very old, it means you have wisdom, you have knowledge, and then you have patience, you've got love, and you've got understanding, and then you are willing to nurture people to grow. I'm like that. I want to grow the nation. I want to grow everybody. And I want you to understand the reality that the success of everybody lies in you telling the truth about my name, Advocate Titus Madoda. Tell the incumbent President Cyril Ramaphosa that he has lost to a better man. Tell the incumbent President Cyril Ramaphosa that the reality is that I am alive, and the reality is that I am the 6th President of the Republic of South Africa. You will understand me to be acting in terms of the Constitution and the law. I have said it to you before that people have deserted their duties. The court system, they find my email. Yo, he's crazy. What do we say to him now? What do we say? We wanted to say he's vexatious, but he's not vexatious. So this one has got every reasonable ground because he ascribed everything that he says to a section as the law is to be interpreted. You want me to put desertion to which section it is now? It is there. You've found some of those particular letters. You have received the letter that I've sent to the flag officer commanding Naval Base Simonstown before I got arrested. You received it. Your email works. My email works. We are true. So, Advocate Titus, please make sure that my salary is paid. I have written a letter. You've also received a copy of that letter to Metandi Mudise as the Minister of Defense to do my movement. My grandmother is sick, people. My grandmother is the people of the country which you serve and defend, as I am the people of the country which you serve and defend. Let us go back. Let us correct our mistakes. And God bless Africa. Let us be true to ourselves. I ask all that has been taken from me to come back, and then I ask that in the name of Jesus. Amen. Papa O Teng.